In 2022, China was already a world leader in research and publications in chips. In terms of overall publications, those widely cited and quality based Chinese universities led the world. The US comes in at a close second, but this gap will only continue to grow in the years to come. US policy is now encroaching into academia, and no student wants to get thrown out halfway through their semester. Now, papers and articles are the first step towards patents, and eventually patents they get adopted by companies like Huawei, turning them into actual products. And now that Trump wants to cut away federal funding to Harvard, this will impact R&D. And should this extend to other universities, the level and quantity of breakthroughs in the US will also collapse. And what's scary is the leading organizations of chip research today. According to the Georgetown Emerging Tech Observatory, China is dominating the world. It is not just quantity. The top cited research in the top 8 of the top 10 are all from Chinese universities. Companies like Nvidia and Intel are where research and theories become reality. But without the building blocks of innovation, where are you going to get the latest advancements in the chip war? China, for example, is already experimenting on light-based optical chips. Researchers at Xinhua are using light instead of electricity to process data. And if this works, it will change how AI will work in various applications. This kind of work can't be done in companies. They have to be done in universities where students have a ton of time and labor is cheap. And that's the whole purpose of university research faculties in the first place. So you can see the big difference between the American approach and the Chinese approach. The US is trying to hurt competitors through sanctions and now blocking foreign students from a US education. But this is just going to backfire royally. From 2018 to 2023, China leads the world in terms of semiconductor research. Over 160,000 articles, double that of the US, accounting for 34% of global share. Now we know that China has far more STEM graduates than the US, and now this is reflected directly in the R&D. China's growth here is 41% over the last 5 years, while the US footprint has actually contracted by 17%. So do you think Trump's Harvard ban is going to help, or do you think it's going to worsen the situation? Even the Europeans can see this, but not Trump. Now, Europe is moving to pump €500 million worth of funding to grab US scientists. Granted, it's not a lot of money, but know the playbook that other big powers like the Middle East and China can now follow. If the US doesn't want to pay to play, we'll step in and fund the scientists. And once the breakthroughs come, all the spoils of the chip war will remain with our companies.